I never thought a story like mine would need telling. For years, I buried it under layers of silence, pretending it never existed. But silence can be heavy, and some truths, even if hidden, always find a way to breathe. My name is Rachel. I live in a quiet house tucked away in the Oregon woods, where trees grow thick like secrets and wind moves through them, whispering things no one should hear. I raised my son, Tyler, here after my husband died in a car accident when Tyler was just 6. It was always just us after that. Me and Tyler. And the silence between us that grew into something neither of us knew how to name. He was a good boy. Beautiful, thoughtful, protective to a fault. As he got older, I saw things in him I shouldn't have noticed. Broad shoulders, long fingers, the depth in his voice. He started looking at me in ways I pretended not to see. Too long, too intensely. He'd sit close, his arm brushing against mine on the couch, his breath warm against my neck when he leaned in to whisper something funny or meaningless, just to be close. I told myself it was nothing, a mother's imagination. But late at night, when I'd hear the floorboards creak outside my bedroom, I knew I wasn't imagining anything. The first time I woke up to find my bedroom door ajar, I blamed the wind. The second time, I knew it wasn't. Tyler never admitted it, but I'd find things slightly moved. My robe straightened over the foot of the bed, my perfume cap tightened. I started locking my door, and he stopped asking why. When he turned 20, something shifted. He grew quiet, moody. He wouldn't bring girls around. He told me once, during dinner, that women his age didn't understand him. I laughed it off, but he wasn't joking. His eyes were locked on me, searching, waiting. And something in my stomach coiled. That same night, as I was folding laundry, I found one of my slips, a delicate, silky thing I never wore, tucked into the back of his drawer. Was it a mistake? Was it mine? I held it to my face, and the faint trace of his cologne clung to it. My knees almost gave out. I didn't confront him. I couldn't. What would I say? What could I accuse him of when no lines had officially been crossed? But the tension between us grew, like summer heat before a storm. Then came the night that changed everything. It was late, past midnight, and I was lying awake, eyes tracing the shadows on the ceiling. I heard the creak again, not cautious this time, but bold. I sat up. The doorknob turned. My heart thundered. The lock clicked. He'd found the key. Tyler stepped inside slowly, shirtless, his eyes dark and unreadable. I could smell the night air on him, that earthy scent of moss and pine. He didn't speak. Neither did I. I couldn't. My body was frozen with confusion, fear, and something else I hated myself for feeling. He walked to the side of my bed, looking down at me, then reached out and brushed a strand of hair from my cheek. His fingers trembled. "Tyler!" I whispered, but it came out more like a breath than a warning. He leaned down, close enough I could feel his heartbeat, or maybe it was mine. His lips hovered near my ear. "I would never hurt you," he whispered. "I just wanted to be near you. That's all." I wanted to scream, to shove him away, but I didn't. I just turned my face slightly and said, "Go back to your room." He paused for a long second before nodding and slipping out as quietly as he'd come in. The next morning, I found a note on the kitchen counter. It said, "I'm sorry. Please don't hate me." My hands trembled as I read it. What had I done? Or rather, what hadn't I stopped? Things got stranger after that. He stopped eating with me, stopped speaking unless spoken to. I'd wake up and find him staring out the window at nothing, as if waiting for something terrible or beautiful to arrive. Then one afternoon, I walked into the living room and saw the TV, glowing blue, paused on an old home video. Me and Tyler when he was about 10. We were on the couch, laughing, his arms around me kissing his cheek over and over. The video had been paused at a moment where our faces were almost touching, both smiling. It made my stomach twist. That same night, I found that old silk slip folded neatly on my pillow. I knew I had to do something. I made a call. A therapist in Portland. Confidential. Discreet. I needed help. I needed to understand what was happening to him, or to me. But Tyler overheard. I didn't know he had come home early. I didn't know he stood just outside the door. Later that night, the storm came, real and metaphorical. Rain battered the windows like fists. Thunder rattled the walls. I found Tyler in the kitchen, soaked, barefoot, holding a knife. My heart seized. "I'm not crazy," he said quietly. "I'm just in love. And I know you feel something too. You just won't say it." I inched toward him, slowly, cautiously. "Tyler, give me the knife. Please. You're scaring me." He laughed, but it wasn't cruel. It was sad. "You think you can fix this with therapy? You think you can talk it away?" I didn't reply. I just opened my arms. Slowly. He blinked, like a boy again, confused and desperate. And he dropped the knife. I wrapped my arms around him, held him as he sobbed into my shoulder. It was a long time before either of us moved. That was when I made the choice. I told him we needed a break, that he should go stay with his uncle in Montana for a while. Get space. Breathe. I kissed his forehead like when he was little and promised everything would be okay. But it was a lie. While he was gone, I packed. Sold the house. Disconnected my number. Moved.